Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the recap. Today is the November 2nd, and November 2nd for sure. So let's go over my trades today. So overall, if we look at the SPY today, let's pull that up real quick before I go over anything else. So if you look at the SPY today, right, it was very, it had a decent run up, but it was very whippy. You can tell by the upper wicks and the bottom wicks. So it's definitely in a downtrend right now, right? So with that in mind, I was extra cautious today, and also the elections are tomorrow. Because of that, I was also cautious. So with that in mind, let me show you my watch list that was I had for the day. So in the mornings when I come in, I pull up my gap scanner, and then I see the stocks that are gapping up. So in this case, obviously, these two stocks I wasn't watching because of low volume. DBVT I was watching. EIGI was worth watching, but it was too expensive for me. ISIG I was watching. ANPC I was watching. And SUP I was watching. So and BLRX just because it ran up on Friday. So these were the stocks I was watching. But overall, today the market was, even the small cap was very whippy. And I'll show you later on where I finished at. So in general, if I show you all of my orders, they're right here. As you can see, DBVT, I tried a lot, but it was very whippy. Same thing with ISIG, getting in and then getting out for breaking even, then getting in, and whatnot. But I want to show you, the trades that I feel like where it's much easier to see the entry point. So let's go over DGLY. I feel like that's a good trade to go over. So if we pull that up, and I'll bring the charts over here. So if we pull up DGLY, right, this ran up. This was not on my list, but it had volume and it was going up. So I got in. So there were a few places to get in, right? One entry could have been here. One entry could have been around this area right here, or even this, actually 243, just because it's a solid like flat top, right? The entry for the break of 250, which is a flat top. At the same time, it's a $0.5 psychological level as well. So let's see where I actually got in. It took me a couple of tries to get in. So I got in at, let's see, at the break of, so I bought some at 250, 271. Then I got out at 274, and then there was a seller at 275, and I scalped that. Obviously, I sold way too early, and that's because of the market condition. That's why, right? So I got in at 274, around this area right here. So I was watching this area very closely. When I got in at 275, there was a seller, and as that got taken down, before that I sold it, and as I saw it was getting taken down faster, I got in again for the break of high of day, and I sold some on the way up, but not much of a profit, just because of the market conditions. So if we pull that up, 271 out at 274, 276 in, out at 277, right? So just scalping it. So that was, I think it was worth showing as well. AKBA, I can show you as well real quick. Let me just clear these drawings. AKBA. AKBA, if I can type. So as you can see, AKBA had some volume as well. I got in, I think, for the break of 244, and I wanted to sell around the 250 area just because it's the $0.5 psychological level. So that didn't happen, but if you see, this break was very clean, right? Clear resistance, flat top breakout. So these are the things I look for. And if you go back and see AKBA, right, it took me a few tries. Buy at 244, get out at 241, and then get in at 246 and get out at 242, right? So this one was whippy, obviously, right? But eventually it broke out. So I think it got me a few times around this area right here. So yeah, overall this was good pattern, but whippy stocks, right? Just because of the upper wicks and the bottom wicks, right? That's how you know it's whippy. Other than that, my watch list, look at that, all the stuff, it was tanking. DBVT was from the watch list, right? So the market was just bad, down. BLRX initially down, but now it's catching back up, right? ISIG, same thing. SUP, same thing. ANPC, same thing, right? So yeah, this is why I wanted to cut short, just scalp whatever I can, and let me show you where I finished today. So let me go back to my broker, and I finished at, if you look around this area right here, I finished at a small red day minus $86. Very small, right? So this is a key thing, making sure your losses are minimal, especially when the market conditions are not in your favor. And I try to scalp in those cases, but I try to make sure the patterns are good. Other than that, this is it for me. I will try to post every day now in terms of recap, and try to post other videos related to trading. And I'll post another one on how my last few months were as well. So, all right, well, take it easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow, if anything.